Hi, welcome to Fatmata Speaks. Welcome to the weekly messages. So this is the message for the last week of May, or whenever you see this, that's when it's supposed to find you. I hope, for those who are seeing this in May, I hope May has been okay, because May has been transformative, okay? The messages they have been seen hinting at transformation, and this transformation is continuing this week. So the first image that I saw, it's very important that you guys know what that is. It was literally off a cliff, and then below was water, and this water was clear, like it was clear like a mirror. You could see everything, and I only saw the cliff, like half of the cliff, and then the water showed me the rest. And there was like the whole cliff, and then there were trees on top of that cliff, and it was just massive. It goes to show that you you have gained clarity beyond expectations. Okay, you have learned to see beyond the surface. Your view in life is not just, oh, okay, it's red. No, you can see the shades within that red. And because you have this type of knowledge nowadays, you act differently. The steps that you take, they're not clumsy. They are intentional. And your intention as well are intentional. Your intentions are really, they focus on a goal or on goals, and you are going after it. And this is bringing in movement, and this movement is not small. It's not small, it's noticeable. Okay, because sometimes we experience movement, but it's like it's so subtle, you're not even sure that it has happened until you see a result of a sort. But this week you are seeing the movement, and they're coming in fast, and they're bringing lots with them. So prepare yourself. But you're already prepared. So what am I saying? You're already prepared because you've been doing the work every single day, every single minute. You have been moving towards this goal. So you're right now in a space that you just open to receive, you're open to change, and you're open to transform, and it's going to transform you. So the next image that followed that particular image was a feminine figure. She was kneeling beside the water. I couldn't tell if it's the same body of water, but she was kneeling beside the water, and then the water started to move. Like, picture this. When it's raining and the rain is dropping on a body of water, like this, the way it reacts, the water reacts, right? Something like that. But it wasn't raining. That goes to show that the movement that is coming in, the changes that are coming in, they came through you, from you. External factor, yes, helped a little bit, but you are the creator of your life, and that's why those changes are like, they're coming out of you. This is improvement, okay? This is improvement, because before we always thinking like, our circumstances is what is gonna define us and stuff. But this image shows, like, it just showed me that no, this collective has changed, because you have learned that you are the creator. You are co-creating your life with the universe, and you are using this power of the creator to actually change your life. And the changes are going to be noticeable. Oh, they are going to be noticeable. And the water was like, the way it was, and it was moving really fast. And because I saw a waterfall soon after, and the water was moving fast. Like, normally the flow of the waterfall is like smooth and calm, but this one, it was rushing in. And even though it was rushing in, I could see like bumps in between, which goes to show that certain elements are going to be moved away. It's going to be washed away. So like certain old habits are going to be gone. Certain beliefs, gone. Certain identity that, we have clinged onto because, it fulfilled us in a way. We're letting go of all that. It's literally letting go of all that no longer serves you. You're releasing, you're letting it be washed away. And that is exactly what we need to do. Because once that is gone, right, something new is coming in. Because we're transforming. We're shifting. And again, last week was the maiden energy, which was all about new beginnings, being youthful, being curious, and being adventurous. And this week, the crone is back in the scene. Okay, the crone is the main character in this message, because the crone was like, she was standing on the cliff, and she was just watching everything that was happening just waiting for the right time to proceed. Because when the changes are happening, yes, we move forward, but certain movement has to, has to be stopped, has to be paused, because once the identity, the old identities, habits, and beliefs are being washed away, we have to pause so that the new can settle in. And that's literally what the crone was doing. She was standing on that cliff and was just watching the water wash away everything that she had deemed not worthy, not needed to take with her to the next level. And once everything was washed away, once all those habits are flushed out and everything, she stepped onto an invisible bridge. Again, we have an invisible bridge. I don't know if you guys saw the monthly reading, but an invisible bridge that was connected from a waterfall to, I don't remember what it was connected to. Was it a tree? Was it a forest again, or was it another waterfall? But it was connected to something. And this same invisible bridge is now here. Oh, I think I didn't see actually what it was connected to, because it went on and on and on. And this time I saw that it was connected to a forest. So it goes to show that you know what you want, you know how you want to get there, and you're washing away all of the unnecessary stuff. So now you believe in yourself, because the newness that is settling in you is bringing out a confidence that you're so confident you can walk on water. That's exactly the energy. That's the energy you're embodying after flushing out all of those old and things that you do not need anymore. Okay, you're gaining your confidence and you're stepping into your power, because you have the knowledge. You are not the maiden anymore. You're the crone. You have the knowledge and you're employing it rightfully. You trust in your skills because you know you have them, and the experience that you have underwent and that you went through, they left an impact on you, and you using this impact to your benefit. So that's why it feels at the moment that okay, it feels like you are gonna feel like you can do the impossible, because you literally can do the impossible. You literally can do the impossible. So that's how you're gonna feel. Okay, you embody, your feelings and your beliefs are all in alignment. So when you step up on the stage, honey, when you step on stage, everyone is gonna notice. Even you are gonna notice that you are stepping up in power. You're not stepping up afraid. You're not stepping up scared or insecure. No. You're stepping up in your power. And your power is huge. It's giving you wings to fly, literally, because you are walking and doing things that others most often thought that, that's not possible. That's not doable. But you're like, impossible is not in my dictionary, okay? Impossible is not in my dictionary. So you're stepping out there, making the things work for you, putting in the effort, trusting in the divine, and waiting on the divine timing and guidance, and everything is working out because you are working forward. And as long as you operate in this energy, it's gonna change you more. You're gonna shift multiple times. Your identity is gonna be like reconstructed again and again, and it's like an ongoing process, but it's one that you want. It's one that you actually want to have, because you know that change is constant, and you know that things fall apart, they fall off, because that's just the way it is. Sometimes you are aligned with certain things, but then when you reach a certain level of frequency, it just doesn't align anymore, and it's okay. You've learned to let it go and accept that it's okay that you cannot take everything with you. So because of that, you walk through life light, not burdened by unnecessary baggages, okay? And once the crone crossed over the bridge, the invisible bridge, she went through the forest, and she went through so fast I couldn't catch what was in the forest, okay? So Your movement are fast. Fast is a key word for this reading. It's fast. It's happening fast. It's coming in quick. It's like no delay, no stagnation anymore, because you're light and you're in alignment and everything has been set in the right place. So it's just like, okay, let's go. You press A and then B, C, D are all activated and then all coming in. It's not going to overwhelm you. It's not going to overwhelm you, but it's going to transform you, okay? Because the next image that followed once she came out of the forest was, there was another bridge. It was made out of wood. It's all organic, you know. And beneath that bridge was, first I saw the wings and I thought it was a butterfly. And then when I looked down, I realized only the wings are, you know, how do you say? Only the wings are the living being, basically the butterfly wings. But the body of the butterfly was constructed. Okay? You shifted, you changed, you underwent transformation. You allow yourself to take out things that no longer serves you, and the universe that has given you wings, okay? That have given wow, English is not working. Let me rephrase that again. All those transformations they gave you wings, and this wing is taking you along it's taking you on this journey, okay? It's with you on this journey, and you are literally, I don't want to say you're flying through life, but you are somewhat flying through life. Of course, you're going to experience a thing. You're going to experience it. And they're coming in fast, but at the same time, it's not so fast that you cannot grasp it. It's fast that you feel movement. Fast enough that you can feel movement, but not so fast that you cannot enjoy it. You cannot bask in it. You guys get what I mean? Exactly that. So yeah, this butterfly was with you, and then she reached the other side, which was also a forest, and forest is just opportunities. So brace yourself, honey. Opportunities are coming your way. It's your birthright, literally, because you're in alignment. It's like, I don't know if you guys watch football. So the Premier League is like over and Arsenal won. Yeah. It's my club, okay? And I don't know if you guys know the story, but we haven't won the Premier League for like 22 years. So in the last 22 years, Arsenal has been going through it. Arsenal has been going through it, not gonna lie. They have been putting in the work, reshaping themselves, letting go of stuff, adding new stuff, shaking the whole foundation, and they have been getting some wins and then some losses, but like more losses than wins, and sometimes it looked really dark. But Arsenal never gave up. The club itself never gave up, and the fans, we never gave up. Okay, we trusted in this, and now they won the Premier League, right? And everyone is so happy. But this is something that came from years of work. It's not something that just came overnight, okay? And you literally went through some similar process. You have been in this journey. You have been on this journey for years, most likely. Changing, shifting, letting things go. And sometimes it hurts. But you have allowed that hurt to motivate you. You have transformed that hurt into power, into strength. And all this while, all of those things are now coming together to push you literally forward, but in ease rather than in struggle and in pain and in trying. There's no more trying. It's now all about doing and experiencing. And this is because you have done the work. And all those years, all those months, while doing the work, you've been thinking, oh, I don't see the result. But the result were there. It's like you trusted the process even though you were not seeing any improvement. but you trusted that there are improvement happening in the background. And now all of those that were in the background are now coming forward, and you are seeing that. And they have literally created a stepping stone for you, so that everything is in place. Literally, it's just you moving. And there is a certain ease to it, and you trust this foundation because you know exactly what went into that. So that gives you also confidence to move forward. And first of all, I want to say thank you for trusting yourself. Okay, it's not easy, especially when you're not seeing the winds that will send you to heaven. But you have been trusting yourself. Most of us do not trust ourselves. Okay, that's why we seek external validation. But you have been trusting yourself. You have trust the things that have happened to you. You have known that they're not happening to you, they're happening for you. You have been transmuting pain to strength, pain to power, pain to energy. You have been seeing the motivation in everything. Sometimes it wasn't easy. Sometimes it really wasn't easy. And there have been moments of doubts and all, but you have persevered. You have come out of it. Literally, you have come out of it. You've transformed your life. Truly, look back to the person you are while you were starting. When was that? 2 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago, 12 years ago, 20 years ago, 22 years ago. Look back and see if you're the same person. I bet you're not. You are definitely not the same person. You have changed, and this have come through your own hands as well as the divine, but like through your own motivation, your intention, your determination, your actions, your belief. It has come through you. So in this moment of ease, trust it. Trust that these works have created those foundations so that you can experience and just bask in this moment of victory, in this moment of joy. Okay, because you deserve this. You deserve this. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, let me see. I think I went off my script. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. So yes, okay, now, so the whole message, not the whole message, but like the first bit of the message, it ended with the waterfall. Well, there was a waterfall, and then the water fell down, and then the water split. One went a certain part, which was, wait a minute. Okay. One went a certain part which was of calm, and there were like long grasses, trees around it. So basically you're finding peace within all of this movement. Okay, you're finding peace within all of this movement, and some of you are just gonna rest there. And honey, you deserve it. Even that is good. You can rest there, you can bask, you can enjoy this peace because you worked for it. But for some of you, the journey continues. Okay, I'm not saying you shouldn't stop and rest. Stop, rest, smell the flowers, smell the roses, enjoy, bask, and all that. But there's also a continuation of this transformation. Okay, and I wrote down 3 interpretations of the following image. So the image was literally, I saw a feminine figure. She looked huge and round, and she was up in the clouds, in the sky, and she was kind of like pulling out a bridge. It was made out of wood first, and out of pulling the bridge, and then I saw the crone continue walking on this bridge, and then she disappeared into the sky, and then the bridge became water. And it was, have I seen that in a movie before? No. So basically the bridge changed from wood to water, and the water kind of like became like, okay, so this is the water, right? And they're walking, and then it kind of like started to form a circle, and then it ended up becoming a portal, and then it was up in the clouds. Okay, up in the clouds. And then the crone continued to walk through this circle, through this portal, and then she came up somewhere in the heavens. And I say heaven, but it seemed more like it was a different plane, a different realm. So the interpretation that I gave this, I gave it 3, was 1. Some of you are connecting, like the bridge, the gap between you, your family, and your ancestors. It's gonna be bridged, okay? You are establishing connection to your ancestors coming through you. Generation breaker, congratulations, you made it. And you connecting to your ancestor, that's gonna have a massive influence effects on your life, okay? Because certain things that were lost in the family, they're gonna return. Certain way of doing things, they're gonna return. So it's like you're gonna be connected to your bloodline, the whole of it. And that's gonna shape the way you see yourself, the way you see life, the way you experience life. And this doesn't only have to, like, this doesn't only mean that it's gonna be spiritual gifts. No, it's gonna be also non-spiritual gifts. For example, maybe you guys used to be carpenters, and so the craftsmanship is returning to the family because you can now tap into that knowledge. Or maybe some of you used to be cook, but somehow the recipes went missing, disappeared, destroyed through the fire. Some of you guys stopped cooking, and that has somehow influenced the way, your health. It has just influenced your life. But now you can, like, tap into that knowledge, this ancestral knowledge, and you can reshape, change your life again. So you're gonna notice this change. It's gonna be massive. So that's one interpretation of it. The other interpretation that I gave it was you're connecting to one particular ancestor, okay? And this is gonna be a female ancestor, most likely. And by connecting to her, you're gonna open up. No, okay. You're gonna. How did I word this? Let me read it. Let me see. You're gonna open up to a part that was lost, just like in the last interpretation. Because circumstances happen, and then family lost touch of who they are, or maybe you didn't grow up in your family. Maybe you're adopted, but you carry the bloodline of the old family. So somehow, yeah, that also happens. And anyway, you are getting in touch with your bloodline, with a particular feminine ancestors, and that's gonna open a path that's gonna allow you to create a life that they couldn't create. So it could be maybe more than one female ancestors, okay? But I'm focusing on female ancestor because I saw a female figure. And maybe the women in your family, they went through a certain pain and they couldn't get out of that pain. But you somehow, generation breaker, you have done so much that it's now possible for you to experience the change that they were seeking. And that's literally gonna happen as the result of this transformation that you have gone through. I'm not saying it's gonna happen in May, the last week of May, but it's gonna, this is the direction you're gonna go. You're gonna finally live the life that your ancestors once dreamed of, but couldn't because of circumstances, and you're gonna feel fulfilled because you're living the dreams of your ancestors. This doesn't mean that you're not gonna live the life that you intend on living. You're gonna live that as well, but somehow that is also gonna be a part. The ancestors' dream is also gonna be part of your life. So that's just beautiful, connecting to the people that came before us. Okay, the third interpretation that I gave it was, let me read this quick. Okay, the third interpretation is you are connecting to your higher self. Now, most of us, I don't want to say it's pretty spiritual, because everything is spiritual. I don't know why we are so crazy about the word, like, acting weird towards the word. Anyway, everything is spiritual. Let's just put it out there. But you're connecting to your higher self. Now, this is deep, okay? Connecting to your higher self means that your intuition are going to be heightened, okay? They're going to be up there. You're going to know things that you don't know why you know it, how you know it, but you're going to know things and you're going to act, accordingly. But you're connecting to your higher self, and this is going to change your whole, it's going to shift you, because now this connection is only possible because you're now in the right mind, body, soul space. Before you weren't, because maybe you were stressing about the finances, so you kind of like were doing things that were not in alignment with you, but because you wanted to survive, you were just doing it. Or maybe you were living a life that was just not it, and you came out of it through your own effort and the divine guidance. You came out of it, and now you're actually in the place of peace enough that you can actually connect to yourself and connect to your higher self. And that is going to change your life. You are, like I said, your intuition are going to be heightened. Some people are going to have literal spiritual gifts, okay? That also can be experienced. Of course, it's not going to be like 0 to 100, but you're going to definitely notice the changes in the way you express, in the way you experience life. And those spiritual gifts, if you get them, depending what they are, you're gonna experience them. You're gonna experience them. And this is taking you out of this world. Maybe some of you guys are, how do you call it? Plane walker? Is that a word actually? You can walk through the rooms, okay? You can be here, channel from other places. You can maybe astral project to other places. Anyway, it's gonna be wow. I'm gonna put it out there. It's gonna be all supernatural, okay? Because you're open. Now you're literally open to the universe. You're open to experience it. And that is only possible because you did the work, because you put in the effort, you let yourself be transformed, and now you walk in confidence because you know who you are. This change is massive, okay? It's literally beyond imagination and beyond expectation. Because most likely you will only like hoping to, have your needs met and just live life. And now the universe is like, oh, no, honey, dream bigger. I always say dream bigger because the universe is always saying dream bigger. And now it's really big. It's beyond what you ever expected. So, congratulations. Like, truly, truly, congratulations. You have done work for the ages, okay? You have done work for the ages. And I'm so you have found your purpose, or you are about to find your true purpose. Because living this life on this planet, I'm not gonna lie, planet Earth is beautiful, it's a wonderful place, but if you do not know your purpose, this place can feel like hell. Not gonna lie, it can feel like hell. And so because of that, because it can feel like hell, you have somehow changed that hell to heaven, because you have found your purpose. You have awakened to who you truly are, and you're not letting the external dictate that to you anymore. So now you operate from a whole different frequency, and yeah, that's going to change your whole life, the way people interact with you even. And you're doing that, but still you're doing this, and you know that you're protected, you know you're guided, you know that you're not doing it alone, because your whole guide, your team, they're all with you. So thank you for doing the work. Thank you for getting yourself to this place, and thank you for the things that you're going to accomplish now that you're in this place. Congratulations. You did wonderfully. I'm gonna stop this here because this is now over 30 minutes. I'm gonna edit it and see if I can get it down, but it's over 30 minutes. So if you guys watch until the end, thank you guys for watching. And if you like such content, well, if you like to receive such messages, please don't forget to subscribe. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. See you guys next week. Bye.